My name is Jitendra Kumar, and I serve as Principal Security Cloud Solution Architect with Microsoft. Each week, I bring you the latest security insights, helping you stay ahead in a constantly evolving landscape. This week, I'm excited to share new developments and critical updates that will keep your cloud environments secure and resilient. Let's dive straight in and begin with our first security update for this week.
Change in the digital world is constant. Today, Microsoft is making alert management easier for security teams. In the past, Defender for Identity alerts were split. Some followed the classic format in Defender for Identity. Others used the Defender XDR layout. Analysts had to juggle two formats, switching context and adapting processes. It created friction and slowed investigations. Now, Microsoft has unified these alerts. Defender for Identity alerts are migrating to the Defender XDR alert format. The alert portal will show one consistent layout, no matter which Defender product detects the threat. What does this mean? Same alert, same detection, just simplified presentation. Security teams gain reliable visibility without learning new rules or reconfiguring tools. Let's be clear, detection logic did not change. The threats you detected yesterday will be caught today and tomorrow. This is purely a change in how alerts are surfaced. As for what you need to do, nothing. The shift requires no configuration changes, no policy updates, and no retraining. It happens automatically behind the scenes. Users feel no impact, and productivity won't miss a beat. How does this impact you? Security remains strong. You lose no visibility, and alert quality or severity isn't affected. Analysts now benefit from faster triage, with less context switching and confusion. Investigations flow more smoothly. Operations are streamlined. Processes are simplified. It all supports Microsoft's XDR-first approach, unified security, unified alerts. In short, this update is designed for your confidence. One alert format, more clarity, easier workflows. Trust that your security tools just became a little simpler and even more powerful.
Now, let's start the second security update for this week. A new health alert has arrived in Microsoft Defender for Identity. Sensor v3.x RPC Audit misconfigured. This alert helps you uncover domain controller sensors, where enhanced RPC auditing is either missing or not set up correctly. Why does this matter? Because enhanced RPC auditing is essential for certain advanced identity attack detections. Without it, critical visibility into identity activity is lost. What exactly is RPC? It stands for Remote Procedure Call. It's how domain controllers and servers communicate across your network, handling authentications, password changes, and privileged actions. For Microsoft Defender for Identity to spot suspicious behavior, its sensors rely on seeing this RPC traffic. If RPC auditing isn't enabled or is set up incorrectly, those sensors are effectively blind to key events. Here's the plain truth. Defender for Identity sensors need enhanced RPC auditing to flag advanced identity threats. Until now, if this setting was missing or wrong, you wouldn't always know, potentially leaving coverage gaps in your defenses. With this update, Microsoft is closing that blind spot. Now, Defender for Identity automatically checks if RPC auditing is correctly configured on every v3.x sensor. If something's off, you'll get a clear health alert outlining exactly what's wrong and what to fix. No more silent misconfigurations. No more guessing. To find the alert, navigate in the Microsoft Defender portal to System, then Settings, then Microsoft Defender XDR, and choose Asset Rule Management. These alerts are rolling out gradually, so you may see them soon. What do you need to do? Nothing will break or stop working immediately if this alert appears. But Microsoft strongly recommends you review any new health alert and ensure that RPC auditing is correctly set up on all Defender for Identity v3 sensors. Bottom line, this update ensures your sensors are alert, effective, and your network isn't left unprotected. Stay proactive, review health alerts, address any misconfigurations, and keep your security posture strong.
Now, let's start. Third security update for this week. Microsoft Defender for Identity introduces identity inventory enhancements. Here's what this means. Security teams now get a single, consolidated view of all accounts tied to a single identity, including Active Directory, Intra-ID, and supported non-Microsoft providers. Before, the story was different. You had accounts scattered across systems, on-premises AD, cloud Intra-ID, and service or linked identities. Security teams had to manually connect the dots. Now, that's changed. The new Accounts tab brings all related accounts together under one identity. No more guessing. You can also manually link or unlink accounts directly from the tab. If you see something out of place, you have the clarity and the control to fix it right away. When is this happening? These features become generally available in January 2026. Do you need to do anything? No. These enhancements arrive automatically. No agent updates, no user disruption, no reconfiguration required. But for best results, it's a good time for your security team to review identities, clean up old or unused accounts, and correct any links that seem risky or incorrect. In summary, with this update, managing identities becomes more transparent, more secure, and simply easier. Enjoy your new view into identity, clarity, and control.
Now, let's start. Fourth security update for this week, Microsoft Defender for Identity. Identity inventory enhancements. Imagine managing security for a user with multiple accounts, one in on-premises Active Directory, another in Intra-ID, maybe a few more for cloud apps or service accounts. If that identity was compromised, stopping the threat meant finding every linked account, then disabling them and resetting passwords one by one, switching between tools, each manual step costing precious minutes. That changes today. Defender for Identity introduces identity-level remediation actions. For the first time, you can address threats across all accounts linked to a single identity in one place. No more repeating tasks or missing critical accounts. Instead, from a single identity view, security teams can now disable all related accounts, reset their passwords, and take action across on-prem Intra-ID and supported cloud providers instantly. What do you need to do to prepare? Nothing breaks. There's no new setup, no agent to deploy, and your users won't notice a thing. This is an enhancement, fully integrated. When responding to incidents, you now have the power to remediate across the identity's entire surface area with just a couple of clicks. Let's talk about impact. Security response is faster. Attackers lose their ability to move laterally through forgotten or orphaned accounts. Risk is reduced. Life for your SOC teams gets easier. One click instead of many, less manual work, quicker time to contain. And for the business, this enhancement means identity is treated as the true control plane. That's stronger containment during attacks and closer alignment to zero trust principles. With identity-level remediation in Defender for Identity, you move from complexity to clarity. Faster response, greater confidence, security strengthened. Now let's start the fifth security update for this week. Microsoft Defender for Identity just introduced a new enhancement to the identities inventory, an advanced hunting table called Identity Account Info. Imagine trying to trace every account tied to a single person across your environment. In real-world setups, a user can have multiple accounts, Active Directory, Intra-ID, service accounts, maybe even some orphaned or forgotten ones. Hunting through these is often manual, slow, and prone to gaps. With Identity Account Info, security analysts and SOC teams get a unified view. The table automatically pulls account data from sources like Microsoft Intra-ID, connects each account back to its owner, and lets you see every linked account for that identity, all in one query. This means faster investigations, more complete threat hunts, and less risk from overlooked accounts. What do you need to do to enable this? Nothing. The table is ready and integration happens seamlessly. No agents, no policy changes, and no downtime required. Here's how security teams can take advantage. Use identity account info during investigations to spot unusual account links. Make sure all linked accounts are correct. Clean up any risky or unnecessary associations. It's a simple but powerful step forward for your defense. Now, one identity, all accounts right at your fingertips. That's the kind of efficiency and clarity today's SOC teams need.
Now, let's start. Last security update for this week. Defender for Identity introduces automatic Windows event auditing configuration for sensors version 3.x. This marks a step forward in simplifying security setup for domain controllers. Here's what this change is about. Defender for Identity can now automatically configure the required Windows event auditing on your domain controllers if you're running sensor version 3.x. In the past, administrators had to enable these settings by hand. If any step was missed, you might have detection gaps without even realizing it. Now, Microsoft does the heavy lifting for you, automatically configuring what's needed and alerting you if something goes wrong. So, what's changed? Previously, manual effort was required. Missed or incorrect settings led to silent gaps in detection, a major operational risk. It wasn't always clear if your sensors were fully ready for advanced threat tracking. Now, Defender for Identity applies all essential Windows auditing settings automatically. Any misconfigurations on existing sensors are also fixed. You'll get health alerts if there's an issue, so your sensors always follow best practices. Remember, this is about automation and reliability. It doesn't introduce new detections, but strengthens what's already in place. What do you need to do? By default, nothing breaks. For best results, review the new automatic Windows auditing option. To enable it, navigate to System, then Settings, Identities, and select Advanced Features. Make sure your domain controllers are updated and running the latest sensors. Version 3.x is needed. There's no user impact, no downtime, and no redeployment required. Here's the impact to you. Security coverage is complete, with fewer chances of missed attacks. Confidence rises because Defender for Identity is always configured properly. Operationally, there's less manual work and fewer mistakes, a welcome relief for IT and security teams. Automatic correction replaces reactive troubleshooting. Enable the feature today and turn automation into a new layer of security for your organization.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this week's Microsoft Security Weekly Update. Your attention and curiosity mean a lot, and it's clear you care about staying ahead with the latest security features and updates. Every week, I am grateful for the opportunity to connect with you, sharing insights that help us all become stronger, more informed, and more secure. This journey isn't just about technology. It's about building trust and growing together, one update at a time. I look forward to our next session. Until then, keep asking questions, keep learning, and know that you're making a real difference by staying engaged. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next update. Your trusted security advisor, Jeet.